Hi, this is Mark in the Brownworks Woodshop, and my project I have here today is these are leaves out of a dining room table, and there was a big old burn mark in the center of the table, so we took these two leaves out. We've already sanded it down. This is a oak table, so I didn't bore you with the sanding and the top layer out to get most of this off. A lot of it was surface damage. This was like a big old ring of a burn mark here, so we took off all there's actually some candles that were on here, so there were a lot of melted wax, and basically we cleaned that all off. And we sanded it down as far as we could. There is a little dip here that we kind of sanded down as far as we could. You could feel it, but looking at it, you won't be able to see the small dip that's in there. So I don't know that we'll go get all this burn mark out. There's some really deep areas where it's burnt. But a lot of this is more of a stain when it burnt. This black. We're going to see if we can remove as much as we can before because I don't want to dig out this wood. I don't want to, I want to make it as best as we can without destroying the table itself, or without having to putty it or something like that. So we're going to try some wood bleach. Now, I've never used this, so this is going to be a little review of how well this does. This is Oxalic Acid. This is a little less toxic than having regular household bleach. Some people bleach wood with regular bleach. Some use this Oxalic Acid. So we're gonna try this first to see if I can get as much of this black stain out of the wood. Now, like I said, I think there are some areas that it burnt deep in the wood. We'll see what it does to that. But I'm hoping some of these lighter black areas will come out with this Oxalic Acid. So this comes in a powder, so we got to mix it up. So we're going to mix it up and we'll be right back. Okay, it says use 1 heaping tablespoon to 1 quart of hot water. This is going to be a heaping tablespoon. Let's mix this up. Let that dissolve some. Let's put on our gloves. Yeah, don't try to put gloves on with wet hands. It's a little bit difficult. Okay. I think that's dissolved up good. Let's put this off to the side. Let's just put it on the corner here. All right, let's first, it says to use a scrub brush, but I'm going to first start out with putting a rag in here and I'm going to try to concentrate in the burn area first. Let's try a scrub brush, see if that. It does say apply repeatedly every 10 minutes. So we'll let this sit and we'll try again in 10 minutes. I don't know, I don't see anything miraculous happening, so we'll let it dry a little bit and then come back. Okay, so I've let this dry. This was the piece that I used the Oxalic Acid wood bleach, and this is the untreated. So you can see there's no noticeable difference for what this Oxalic Acid did, and I you know, put on more than was directed. And I still didn't see any change. This stuff might be better for different types of stains, but it definitely did not work one bit on the on this burn mark. So we're going to go to the next step, the more harsh, you know, the household Clorox bleach. So I'm going to need to mix some up. Also need to mix up some neutralizer with some vinegar as well, so that we can neutralize it after a certain amount of time. So I'm going to prepare that, and then we'll try it again. Okay, we've neutralized the bleach with vinegar and water, 50-50, white vinegar and water. We've sanded this. We resanded it with some rougher grit, and then we sanded it. The last sand we did was 220 grit. So I think it's ready. One more thing we're going to do is just to make sure we have all the dust particles up. We have some mineral spirits we're going to wipe it down real quick with. Then let that dry, and then start applying the stain. So let's just do this. Make sure that we got all the dust up off of it. Okay, this is dry. We're going to put, we'll just try it with one board and put one coat of stain and see how it looks. And we'll let that dry and then go from there. Okay, we're just about done with this. We've put our finishing coat. We actually had to put a couple coats of some golden oak stain on here to bring the color back after we had bleached it. So, and then we finished it off with a couple coats of this wipe-on poly. It gives it a good protective surface. So even though we weren't successful in taking out this burn mark, we refinished it. It's now smooth. And I think this will last several more generations. And with any good antique, having a good story to go along with it, will make this very valuable in the future. And the family is definitely going to have a good story of this table. So even though we were successful, I thank you for watching, and I appreciate it. So bye for now.